Hey Zesties, I'm Michelle Boyle and welcome back to my channel, Zesty Girl. Today's video is something like extreme teenager bedroom makeover and declutter and organize. So anyway, enjoy this video. This is the boys' bedroom. I'm not sure I know how it's turned out, but I don't know how the video turns out because I've just been filming as I've been doing it. And I've been doing it really fast because I have to get this done really quickly. Otherwise I'll lose momentum. Today is my two boys' extreme bedroom makeover. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see this video, let's do this. Okay, so this truly looks like a disaster, and it is a disaster. But obviously the beds are not made and there is a combination of clean and dirty washing on the floor. I've delivered nice piles of folded washing for them to put away, and somehow it all gets mixed up and ends up back down in the wash, which I think is sort of half my problem at the moment, to be honest. So we're just looking in the wardrobe. There's not a lot in there, but I need to take it all out and organize it and fold it and declutter it. And here is my equipment. I've got the duster, I've got the washing basket, I've got another white bin for recycling because I'm sure I'm going to find cans of drink or empty cans of drink in here, other things, bottles, plastic bottles, and some antibacterial wipes. So that's my equipment. And of course, a big, huge rubbish bag, which I'm sure is going to be filled right up by the time I leave here. So my rubbish bag, but I'm going to head over to the window and go through the drawers over there. Those drawers are filled with the boys' underwear, but also and some socks, but also sports outfits, basketball outfits, basketball t-shirts, all that sort of sportswear. And over the years, they've just been given so many free t-shirts, and there's just so much of it. And so I'm going to try and really cut that back, as well as go through their underwear and get rid of underwear they've had for so many years that it's just too young for them now. So I'm just looking at the underwear here and throwing it away if it's no good, or if it's size 10 to 12 or whatever. Somehow underwear doesn't get decluttered very often. Okay, so this is going to be a huge day of smelling clothes to see if they're going to get dirty or clean. Of course, yeah, just all the shirts I'll be smelling, nothing else. But yeah, it's a big day of trying to sort out the washing from the clean clothes. So here I am sorting through the basketball shirts, and if you see me throwing it, it's because it's a dirty one. But yeah, it seems a bit crazy, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to keep sorting through these basketball shirts and folding up the ones that are good, sorting them into piles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make recommendations for the boys as to what I think, but I will let them ultimately choose for themselves. So with these basketball shirts, I'm going to actually go and take them into the hall and put them into different piles, and when they get home they can choose what they want to keep, and then we'll bring it back in and put it away. Okay, I'll leave you with some music while I keep folding and organizing. Actually, before I do that, I'll just show you, here are all the t-shirts all in the different piles. So there's anything from singlets to t-shirts to long sleeve t-shirts, and these will all be taken now out to the hall and sorted through later with the boys. See, I've made that. This is my recommended pile, and these are the ones that I think can probably move on. Okay, so what's next? I'm up in the cupboard now, bringing all the clothes down onto the bed. The basket on the other bed is actually clean washing that's come up from today. So yes, I'm going to sort everything out into piles of t-shirts, sweatshirts for each of the boys, and then we'll do the pants and everything later. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this cupboard with an antibacterial wipe, and then I'm going to let that dry off. And I've just organised the t-shirts into the different boys, so because a lot of them were all muddled up, And if there's a t-shirt there that I think that they're not wearing or they haven't worn for a long time, I'm just going to put aside and put out in the hallway as well, so that they can come home and sort of make a decision on it, because there's a lot of clothes here that they've just not worn and that they just don't wear. And it might be because they can't find it, or they've got enough, or they've got too many, or it could be just that it's something that they just don't really like. So I'll sort that out with them this afternoon. But at the moment, this morning, it's very early, this morning I'm just getting this done. And put away as best I can without them. Okay, so back to folding. Okay, so now I'm going to take the basket of washing from today and I'm going to add it into the mix and sort that into with everything and put everything away that I can. There's still all the stuff on the floor to do, but I'll just do that after I finish this. I'm just working through all these clothes and putting them into whoever's pile that they belong in. A lot of these clothes are also my older son's. Boys tend to just borrow things, so I'll be putting those back into his room. Okay, so this is how we end up at the moment. We've got the cupboard laid out like this. So I've got Lucas's sweatshirts at the top, and then his t-shirts, and then Tom's sweatshirts, and then Tom's t-shirts. There's a lot of t-shirts that are still on the line from yesterday, so they're still sort of drying off, so they'll have to come up at some stage as well. But so far it's looking really good. Okay, I'm sorting through this and I'm finding that a lot of it is washing. And there's a lot of rubbish in amongst it as well, unfortunately. So we're just sniffing and throwing it in. It all seems a bit gross, but we do what we do. So I'm just getting through this really quickly, and then I'll be on to the next job. Okay, so I have a rule that they're not allowed to eat in the bedrooms, but there's a lot of wrappers here for children that are not allowed to eat in bedrooms. But anyway, I also think that it was only about a week ago that the room was quite tidy. So I think what's happened is I got behind with the washing, and I brought 3 or 4 piles of clean washing in here, and they haven't put it away. And I feel that it's just been all sort of mucked up while they go and look for things that they want, and it's just ended up a disaster mixed in with dirty washing. So I think that's what's happened, but it really is a disaster. But I just have to get on top of it. So it's a good feeling getting all this done, and in a moment Tom will be home, and so I have actually, this video is quite deceptive because I've actually come back to it, gone away and come back to it all day. But here's Tom. This is where working from home really helps, because I can go up and down to meetings and phone calls and everything, and then just come back and continue on with the decluttering. So it's been good like that today. Shoes. I really need to go through these shoes, but I'm not going to have time to do it today because I've got some appointments this afternoon. And here is the t-shirts that I'm going to go through with Tom now, and he can select the ones he wants, and the rest will go, I don't know what I'll do with them at this stage. And we're going to finish up for the evening. There's the washing. This was about as far as I was going to go with this room, but then I was looking at it and the mismatched duvet covers were annoying me when there is a matching one somewhere. So this is where I've ended up today, but as I said, the washing line is full with their washing, so I really want to get this job finished properly. So I want to be able to bring up the other clothes and just make sure that there's still not too many clothes. I've organised the shorts and everything as well this afternoon, so that's great. And yeah, so those beds aren't working for me right now. That's pretty clear, but I also want to do their shelves. Their shelves are dusty, and I'm sure there's so many things on the shelves that it can actually go away or be put into storage. Not storage, but there's a lot of school stuff that I want to keep. It doesn't need to be on the shelves. And of course the room needs to be vacuumed. Okay, so this is my recycling bin full, and that's the rubbish bag full as I expected it would be. This so far is what's going out as far as the clothing, not the basketball clothing, but just the general clothing. So that's all going out. And my husband saw what was going on, and he just started throwing t-shirts out of his drawer. I mean, I've never seen someone so decisive. And then I looked at my clothes and I thought, okay, we will be doing this in the next week. And it just gives me anxiety looking at all that going, what am I going to do with this? So I'm not looking forward to this, but it should make a good video. It should be quite interesting. I really want to change my style, but who knows? And look at all my clothes. So many clothes. Yes. And those drawers are full, and there's another set of drawers at the other end as well. Okay, so now it's the next day, and they've slept and they've woken up, and there's mess already. And so I've just been pulling their beds apart because I'm going to change the sheets and get their duvets organized. And just like that. Look, magic. It's all done. Their beds are all done. And now I'm going to get onto the shelf. This is Tom's shelf, so I'm going to take everything off the shelf, putting it on a towel on his bed because everything's quite dusty. And then I'm going to make some decisions about his things. Anything I'm not sure about or anything that I think should go somewhere else, I'll put in the hallway for him to make the final decision. For example, there was 3 Minions on the bottom shelf, which I took and thought he's probably past this now, but he came home and put them straight back on the shelf. So that's fine. So they're back. Yeah, so that's good. And then I'm going to go across and I'm going to do Lucas's shelf. Okay, so that's all done, and see the white tubs on the ground? They are different subjects that Lucas is studying this year, and they have all his schoolwork in them. So he's about to do his final exam. So on the weekend, I will go through those tubs with him so he can get organized and throw out things that he doesn't need and just get ready for his final studying period. And now I'm just doing the shoes, and there were some old black shoes that needed to go in the bin. And then there was a couple of pairs of shoes from TK Maxx that I thought were going to be amazing for the boys, but they don't need them. So that's all done. Most of the boys' shoes are actually kept downstairs. So those are just the ones, extra ones. And of course I need to vacuum because that will finish this off nicely. And yeah, very excited to be vacuuming as the final thing. And yeah, almost done. I feel so good. So good. Okay, so this video has just been a really quick look at what I did. You know, for me to share these videos with you, they have to be really just thrown together with a voiceover over the top just to show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because I have to get this project done in 10 days or basically 2 weeks. So I'm just going for it. So I hope you're enjoying them. I hope you can use this as real life motivation or inspiration if you're looking at doing this as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. See ya. Bye.